Welcome, welcome, everybody. How are you all today? I've been doing great. Now then, let's see now. I think I pretty well finished up this particular building last week, though this room's still a bit lacking. There's a fair bit of things we could probably still do to it. See if, no. Come on, hotkey. Damned hotkeys, I tell you. Anyway, so we last left off here. I believe there's a fair bit of foliage I could put in here, if nothing else. Maybe up one more. Yeah, I'll alternate it up and down like that. Hey, ever heard of Don Fuhrer Building Comp? Yes, I have. I will be... Oh, I guess I should go ahead and announce that now. I will be hosting and judging the Don Fuhrer Building Competition this Saturday after Hardcore. So, you know, look forward to that. I agreed. Just because I don't know, I felt like it would give building and stuff a little bit more credit. More, I don't know, something more tangible to it, I guess. Make it feel more legitimate. That's a good way to describe it. Deloaded really wants building to become more of a, I guess, like a sport to a degree. It's hard to describe, but yeah, something like that. So I figured why not? I'd participate in that. So yeah, that's coming up this Saturday for those of you who might be interested in anything like that. But yeah, I've been doing good. How are y'all? Hey, Jean-Not. Hey, Edic. Now, if things seemed like they started a little bit later, this just dawned on me an hour ago. We have in America something called daylight savings time. And not everybody everywhere partakes in daylight savings time. So unfortunately, you know, that kind of sort of leads to some confusion. So we went back an hour. So for me, it's 3 p.m. But in countries that don't, you know, do daylight savings time, it's probably an hour later than what all you were expecting. So like, I might have to plan for that. I don't know. Because like a lot of America will adhere to the daylight savings time thing. Yeah, I know you guys told me a few days ago about the building competition. I wasn't interested at the time, but Deloaded did manage to kind of give me a good, you know, perspective on it. Sometimes you're just not in the mood to hear something one day, and then the next day you're all right with it. That's just how it is, you know. People are wild that way. So, you know, don't take it personally. Like, I've rethought it. It's all good. But anyway, so yeah, daylight savings time is potentially gonna be a trouble. I'm not really sure. So yeah, if things are like an hour later, I might keep it that way. I might not. I really don't know right now. Okay. That's better. That gives the room a little bit more. There's something up there now where there was not previously. You're in the mood to make some schematics right now. Ah, good. For a base. Ah, howdy, bunny. How are you? Still not sure what to do with the armor stands, but oh well. I will worry about that some other day. Now, map art. So, I went and found a bunch of really good landscapes to kind of use, essentially. And I want to sort of detail the process by which you make a map art without having to make it in-game. Because there's there are quite a few steps to it. So for the record, I'm talking about this. How to do this. Make a picture and import it as map. So first and foremost, I need to see how many maps I'm working with. So from the entrance, so from right here, so we got 1, 2. Doesn't appear to be anything else. Oh wait, yes we do. Okay, well I'll get up to there in a minute. 1, 2. So that's a 3x3. So I need to make 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. So I need to tally up the numbers of each. So that's 1, 3 by 3, and that's 2 1 by 1s. That's cool. And then there's 3 by 4s. Ooh, 3x4. That's one on this side. That's a 2 by 3. So I got to make a tally for that. There are quite a few of them here, I know. To make pictures, you can use World Painter. You just import a picture as a brush. Really? Well, that's World Painter, though. That's a completely different beast to this. This is where you're going to get the map itself as an item, not just as a thing. You'll see. And so that's another 2 by 3. The hell? Oh, I've been hitting my fucking hotkey. See, now it decides to work. 2 by 3. So that's one of those. And then we've got 6, 12. So 12 to the 1 by 1, so that's what, 14? Okay, and then 2 2 by 2s. So I need these dimensions for what these things will have so that I can convert the pictures I have into the appropriate size. Okay, so that's a 3 by 4. Okay, 3x4. Oh man, that's going to be confusing. And then up here we've got a 3 by 2. Got 2 of those, so 1, 2 here. And then 1, 2 more 3 by 2s. So that brings that total up to 3. Oh, this one's unique. It's a 5 by 3. It's almost like a wall scroll. So we got 2 of those, one on either side here. Cool. And then I filled those in. And then a bunch of 5 by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5 by 5s. Cool. Quite a lot, damn. I went overboard, I think. And then 2 by 1s. 2x1, so we got what, 2? No, 2, 4. I'm having to put these on a text document. So that's a 3 by 5. Don't have that one, 3x5. So many wild dimensions. And then another 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 more 1 by 1s. Bringing the total up to 25 1 by 1 paintings. Yowza. Okay, so 3 by 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So just 4 more 3 by 2s. So that brings the total up to 6. And then 2 by 3, so that's 1, 2. Yeah, just 1, 2 more, and that's That's it. So that brings that up to 5. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more 3x3 paintings. Bringing our total up to what, 5? And then another 5x5. Brings that up to 7. Cool. And then 1, 2, 2x1s. Brings that up to 6. Oh, hell. I think that's everything. Yeah, this should be every painting, I feel. Okay, so I'm not going to do all of these simply because, oh my god, that would be so tedious. But I am going to, like, walk you through one. How to do just one. We'll just do a singular 1x1 painting, just because that's the quickest and easiest. Because unfortunately, this method involves renaming file names for, you know, paintings, for items, rather. So you need to have the maps already generated. So this one. We'll do just this one right here. Okay, and then I need to go retrieve a map. So I opened up a bajillion maps a while ago. And I've not really used them. So this map maps up here directly on top. Oh, shit. On top of the disc. There we go. And this is just a blank map. So we need to know the item ID. So 476. Cool. Okay, and then this is not going to be easy. Okay, so that's good. So I'm going to switch to my display. I'm going to put you all in the frame here. Okay. And now we've got a lot of pictures to choose from. I'm going to choose this one just because I like it. And I'm going to default it to a 1x1. Just because I want it like that. So this is the Map Art Craft website by Rebane, 2001. He just, kindness of his own heart, supplies this wonderful software. You can pick and choose what image you have. So obviously you upload a picture. Go from there, pretty much. Like, whatever picture you want, doesn't matter. You can pick your presets, so obviously I choose everything. So every block in the game, of course, when put on a map, shows colors. It even goes all the way up to, I believe, 1.17. So no new blocks were added in 1.17 that change color, I think. Or no, I take that back. Deep Slate. Deep Slate, actually, these three here. Yeah, these three are new. Deep Slate and its variants. Blocks of raw iron. I'm surprised raw gold, raw copper, and all those also are not included, but whatever. Block of raw iron. And then glow lichen. All three of these block types all yield a unique color on top of a map. And when you choose a color, so for example, if you're making a map and you want this shade of tan or whatever, let's say you're doing skin tones. And so you're like, well, blocks of raw iron, that's really easy to get. I got lots of that. Cool. The middle band right here, I'm going to zoom in real fast. Where is it? I zoomed in too far. There we go. So right here, when you place this block of raw iron on a map, it's just going to show this one singular strand right here. And depending on what blocks are around it, if it's above something or if it's below something going north to south, it will either cast a shadow or it will be in light. And so you've got 3 color variants of whatever color in question you happen to have. So using this, it uses Floyd Steinberg dithering to basically stagger the colors in just such a way to make it look like a proper thing. So we don't want it to be a schematic file, we want it to be a data file. So this will make a .dat file, which is what maps are. So we download the map art .zip, so this will just be the name of the image you put on there. Who cares? Save it. We don't care. So again, we want map number 476. So I'm just going to go ahead and put map underscore 476. I need this file name, so I'm going to cut it. Okay. And then... oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Did this thing have... oh, JJ, thanks for the donation. Did this thing fucking go to the screen when I wasn't looking? Is the cat fed? Yes, they're fed. Don't worry about it. I sure hope everybody saw that. Please tell me somebody... yeah, the map arts. Please tell me you all saw the map art screen, right? The thing didn't switch to the other screen on accident. I really got to change that hotkey. Oh, well. Hello, Terra Celestial. How is... or Tesla Celestial, my bad. Okay. So, I'm going to minimize everything here. Oh. Durell321, thank you for subscribing, man. Okay, so we got our landscape here. Extract the map. Shut up, WinRAR. Extract it to, I believe, the desktop. Open this up. Okay, so here's our map.dat file. We just rename it to the map in question. I'm going to put this in my backup maps. Oh, shit. Paste it as a thing, not as a shortcut. Okay. No. Damn it. I hit the wrong fucking thing. Okay, so this is our map. This is what we want. I have to nix Minecraft real fast. Just so that it will update. And then we go to our .minecrafts folder. Go into the saves. Go into... oh, I hope you all could see that. Okay, so we go into the .minecraft folder. We go to the saves. We find Space Valk 3 World. The data folder. This is where all the maps are contained. So you have to already have the map generated. So I've got like up to 581 generated. So the number we're doing is 476, whatever it was. Yes, we will want to replace 476 in the destination folder. This should give us the map art in question. Exit out all that. And then I believe I can go back to the game. Cool. Okay. That should get everything. Hey, Touties. Yes, I remember you. That should get everything set. And so when I go back into the game, the map in question ought to be in my hands. Perfect. Just like that. And so, in this manner, you can make basically any number of paintings you ever care to make. Now, was this the right area? Yes. Perfect. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to do every single thing in this place, but, you know, pop. There we go. Beautiful. Stunning. I could maybe do, you know, some repeats like there. We'll see. But for now, this is right here. And it will stay here forever. And I'm going to make a mental note of all the maps that I need. Maps needed. There we go. So now we know how many and of what kind and where and so on. So other than that, I think that pretty well wraps up the art museum here. I think it turned out pretty well. Thanks for showing you, Oh, you're welcome, Charcoal. I do hope everything works out well. And also, now that I'm looking at it, this whole upper area could use with something. Let's get some glass. Just as like an accentuation piece. Because there's just nothing in this upper area for you to look at. And admittedly, you will be looking at the paintings and not, you know, the upper area. But regardless, you know, just for fun, you do kind of want something up there to catch your attention. There's no sense in making a barren, empty area where there need not be any. Just like this. Now then, so I've gotten the map stuff out of the way. That's how I made all of the maps thus far. So let's get on to the meat and potatoes. Questions. Draw my life when? I have no fucking clue what draw my life is. Terribly sorry. I've know anything. I don't know what to do with that. I don't have any interest in it. Sorry, never. That's just the unfortunate question, or the unfortunate answer. I'm not gonna do something I have no interest in. But yeah, sorry. If you had your hopes set on that, better luck next time. I don't know. But, you know, don't worry about it. If I don't play something or do something, just know that I would not have enjoyed it, most likely. So, like, you know, don't try to, like, expect me to do it. Because, like, I do this primarily to have fun. And so I don't really want to, like, end up doing a game or a, or something that I'm not terribly interested in. So I really have no desire to go look that up. Or to do it, whatever it is, unless it ends up coming across by accident. So yeah, nice tutorials. Holy shit, that's huge. Yeah, I know, it was pretty big. Here we go. Yeah, that's not bad. You can kind of see the pattern established in the floor above. This stuff up here is just kind of like, I don't know, an eye catch of sorts. It works. Whatever. Okay. So I believe that's enough for that. This this area here has a large open space. I think I might keep it. I don't know. Not entirely certain yet. So yeah, I'm really proud of how this building turned out. I really put a lot of effort into it. It's a nice little art gallery of sorts. Since there's another art installation in the form of this thing right next to it. And then this has a living giant sponge, or no, giant coral, that was it, giant coral monstrosity living in there. So yeah. And then as for here, I think I want another tower. Yeah, another glass tower. For that, cylinder, or no, hollow cylinder. Let's make it 14. Oh, this thing is gonna... Yep. Stupid thing. Let me just rebind that key real fast. I'm gonna make it the home key. Why not? There. That way it's something I can't accidentally type. Shit. Each sill. Like stained glass. 14. And then let's just make it 100 blocks tall. This should go... No, it doesn't. It doesn't quite reach the build height. Let's make it 120 instead. Oh no, you can still build. Crap. Very well then. Let's make it 200. Okay. And next major question. Would I rather have long arms or short arms? I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? I'd rather have long arms. Who would want short arms? I mean, really. If you're cursed with short arms, I understand, but like, I don't know. Oh, you gotta go. Well, take care, Touties. Can I make some arches there? I don't know where there is, where I was initially building. Maybe. Arches in Minecraft are really annoying. Ooh, sorry, I had to quickly let my cat in. She likes laying on my bed. But yeah, I'm not planning on building this on 2B2T, by the way. I've asked that or answered that question so many times now. I have no intention of building anything on 2B2T. I'm enjoying being able to do this on single player. It just isn't possible to do any way else. Come here, come here. But anyway, I deactivated my mic. Yes, I did. It's just how it is. When I leave, I do that up by habit. Now then. So yeah, it's not like I want to build anything on 2B2T. It just 2B2T is just not fun to be on. So I don't really see a reason to bother. Shut up, cat. Get over here. You just came in here. Pick somewhere in light. Yeah, lay down. I love you. Yeah, good girl. Come here. Oh my god. You're so big. Lay on Daddy's lap for a while. Yeah. Can everybody hear her purring? Yeah. She's a good girl. Yes, she is. Post cat pics. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Yeah. Okay, I need my hand. I gotta move. Yeah. Hear that. Just purr right on in there. Just purr right on in the mic. Yeah. Good girl. She is. I can't believe she's almost going to be 10 years old next year. Where has the time gone? Ooh. It's okay. Now then. What's the cat doing? She's just on my lap. She's not doing anything, really. She's, enjoying herself, enjoying her time in the limelight, as usual. Making me pet her on the head. That's about it. Like, she eats and sleeps and goes outside occasionally, and that's all she likes to do. She is a very, very lazy kitty. I can't change that. I wish I could, but sadly. Oh well, you know. Anyway, let's see here. I'm nearing 11k subs. Oh, that that tells you how old this question is. How does that make me feel? It makes me feel accomplished, like I'm actually kind of gaining some traction and doing something. Because I feel like I just, after Sal's video, I kind of just stagnated for a bit. And I know a lot of you all came from Sal C1, and I was really happy that he made the video about Space Valk 3 and all this that had happened. But, like, you only receive so much growth by another person shouting you out, you know? And unfortunately, that just, you know, I felt like for a little bit, like my traction, I was losing traction, you know? And that I wasn't going to be able to really get anywhere long term. And I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to, like, keep having fun and keep building on this place and, you know, keep enjoying myself. Because, yeah, you guys like seeing this. Oh, yeah, she just hopped down. She had her fill. But yeah, you guys enjoy seeing this this place come to be. And I want to show you all the journey, you know? Okay. And so, getting some attraction and getting somewhere with what I'm doing, that's not a bad thing. That is indeed the game plan. So here's hoping, you know, here's to another 11k. Let's see here. This would be cylinder. Air 13? Alright, cool. That will do. But yeah, thank you all so much for actually bothering and sticking around and coming all out. Subbing and donating and all these other things. Like, I never would have imagined people cared enough to support me in any way. So, like, it's much appreciated. I just, I don't always know what to do or how to do it, you know? If it's not building, it's a bit of a mystery to me. And so when I don't know how to, or don't know what to do, oh my God, cat, I'm having a moment here. But yeah, when I don't know what to do or don't know how to do it, I kind of just freeze up. That's why I like building. It just comes natural to me. I don't have to know what to do next. I just do it. She wants back out. Hold on. Now then. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm grateful for anything people are willing to give me. Any sort of a chance. So yeah, stick around. We got a long ways ahead of us. And not just Space Valk, but other things too, I'm sure. The future's bright. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Now then. Part of me wants... So this can't stay open to the air. This has to be closed off in some way. Just got to figure out a good way to do that. Actually, I think I'll just cross-hatch it all the way. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that so that it matches up. Perfect. Now then, let's see here. Next question. What is the worst thing that I have done? Ooh. Now that's a question. One of the worst things that I've done, I think, would be probably relying a little too heavily on the abilities of my friends and just like letting them, well, I don't know that that's the worst thing I've done. Like, oh, whew, OBS just randomly disconnected on me. Holy shit. That was a heart attack. Anyway, but yeah, and so when Kino was like, don't tell people about this exploits, don't inform about that, like we would frequently betray his trust and just like not give a shit. Like we would share things quite openly about, you know, everything that was going on that we knew. Some things we would try to keep hush hush, but some things we were not so good at keeping hush hush, and it really rubbed him the wrong way. And like, I'm 99% certain Pyrobite was involved with Tristan and the stash. So like, I basically, by griefing Tristan's stash, griefed Pyrobite. And like, I'm sure he didn't appreciate that. Whoops. And so, I've probably betrayed more people's trust on 2B2T than I care to admit, just over the years, because you know that's how the game of 2B2T is played. You know, betrayal of trust is so common there. Really a shame. But at the same time, like, ugh, I'm glad I don't have to worry about all that anymore. But yeah, good question. I just don't, if it's outside of a 2B2T type environment that you were looking for the answer to that question, I really don't think I could give it to you. There we go. And then we fill with black glass. Oh, whoops. There, and that gives it a nice roof. Sort of. All right, cool. Now I kind of want this top area to be sort of like an observation platform type area. So I'm going to very quickly sort of cordon this off to replace black stained glass with use regular old quartz. And there we go. Nice little ring there. And then the rest of this, so what, position 2 is up there, so let's put position 1 somewhere down there. Fire that off again. Voila. Now I do want some obsidian. In this building's design. Something like this. Whoops. Make sure that goes back in there like that. Where is my... Oh, there it is. Perfect. Ooh, I like that. And then we will make multiple versions. Wonderful. Alright. Will I ever play on another Anarchy server like 9B? Nope. I dislike those servers. 9B and other copies are just... they're just as bad. They're just bad in different ways. I don't feel like those servers know how 2B2T should have been. There are some servers like... what's that? It was what, PvP? No, it wasn't PvP. What was it? It was an old server. It was more up to date. And like a bunch of older players went there after a while. It was like no, not PvP. What was it? Sim PvP. That was it. And like everybody was like, Jack, you ought to go to Sim PvP. And I'm like, I would really rather stick forks in my eyes than do that. 13. Good, good, good. Just because, like, Sim PvP didn't sound like the most riveting place to hang out. Just didn't catch my eye the way I'd hoped it would. So to this day, I don't play other servers. Like, nothing will ever truly top 2B2T. Not as it was. Some places may come close. Some places may, you know, make you remember or sort of evoke the same sort of feeling. But, like, you never forget your first, you know? And nothing can ever really truly replace that. So I'm just going to have to pass on a lot of those fake servers or wannabe clones, things of that nature. They almost always end up being like drama central. I've also noticed that. It's really kind of sad that like a place like that can never be free, because like the quality of player that goes there, it can never really like be done with, I don't know. I just kind of wish people would leave the 2B2T formula alone for a while. Stop trying to recreate it. Stop trying to make the magic happen again. Just do your own thing, you know? Maybe someday we'll see another thing like that. Maybe. Who's to say? You know. Maybe someday could be decades down the road. But I know this, the next 2B2T, I'm going to have to, like, keep it a low profile. I wouldn't be able to, like, advertise that I was there or doing anything there. So, you know, what can you do? Like, it would have to be a secret, because then everybody and their brother would go there and it wouldn't be a secret anymore. And it'd just be... Ugh, that's what happened with regular 2B2T. So, like, history would just repeat itself. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to be playing any other things like that. I would be interesting to see news about people putting something not safe for work in the sky out of Obsidian. Yeah, I keep expecting things like that, but people would rather clout chase, I feel. So, you know, more power to them, I guess. It's whatever. Do I plan on coming back to 2B2T? No. I even put that in the description, guys. Seriously. I have no more love for 2B2T anymore. Just is what it is. So yeah. Now then, this section here. Actually, Maybe I ought to keep it asymmetrical. I know with most tower cylindrical type builds, there's an emphasis on things being as much the same in all directions as is possible, but maybe this time not so much. I think maybe this time I'm going to do it different. Yeah, just like this. 17 is laggy. Yeah, it's apparently not the most stable thing in the world. But I'm sure it's better than 1.13 or 1.14 was. Those two were hell. So who knows? We'll have to see. I know that the test server's message changed to when it's done or something. You know, it'll be updated when it's done, that sort of thing. Alright, well, I guess that basically means you're not gonna see it this year. I can't believe we were chomping at the bit for 1.16, but I don't know that it's worth it now. Oh well. How good am I at terraforming, or is this something I'm looking towards after spit? Terraforming? Terraforming's a very tedious job. I don't like doing a whole lot of terraforming. The biggest issue with terraforming is just the fact that short of a big scale, you know, tool like World Edit, Voxel Sniper was really good for terraforming back in the day. You just didn't have a whole lot of options. It was really kind of annoying. Kind of sad, too. So, I mean, your own shovel, pick, and axe are your only options for terraforming, and that's just like... In all honesty, I would rather just blow up the landscape instead of terraforming and just say, fuck it, get out of my way, and then just make my own thing from scratch. I feel like that's more interesting. But I don't know, that's, it's just me. Nice, refreshing Coca-Cola. So what is everybody drinking today? Hopefully not anything too bad. Nothing illegal, I take it. I've just got a can of Coke that I poured into a glass, and that's it. Green tea, Pepsi. Ah, Pepsi, the drink of champions. Did you see the newest Huggabees video about the Crystal Pepsi universe? And how Pepsi's always playing second fiddle to Coke? That shit was hilarious. Huggabees is a great video creator. He's absolutely amazing. Highly recommend him if you ever want to like go see a real pro at satire spin his craft. I tell you, Huggabees has some of the best satire, I think, on the internet right now. Second only to the likes of Mystery Science Theater and Monty Python. Whatever scant episodes of those are left on the internet, if they haven't all been expunged by big media. There we go. Ooh, now then. What is the best thing that I have ever done? Ooh. Best thing that I've ever done, I guess taking in my cat. when she was a starving, poor little homeless kitten with a giant gash in her neck. Well, I say a giant gash. It was a fang bite, a bite mark. But it was an infected bite mark, so, you know. Some animal sunk its fang into her neck and it had gotten infected when she was like 2 months old. So yeah, I guess that's the best thing that I've ever done. You know, I guess that's like a good deed, that sort of thing. I guess that's what this person's getting at. Not quite sure. It's hard to tell sometimes what the intention behind a question can be. But I am assuming, with my ass first, I am assuming that that's the thing they wanted to know. Something like that. Oops. You know what they say when you assume? And I love assuming, by the way. So it's a habit that I don't think I'll ever quite kick. Some would even say it's a bad habit, but I like it. Now then. Poor kitty. Yeah, she was in bad shape, I know. But that was oh god, that was the summer of 2012. Like, that was so long ago. I wouldn't worry about it. She is doing wonderfully. She hasn't known struggle and pain ever since, pretty much. One could even argue she's lived too well. She's heavily overweight now. She's like 20 pounds. Can't get her to do anything else other than eat and sleep. So yeah, I've been thinking about getting that, some of you may have seen these before. It's a giant treadmill for cats. It's a giant wheel, rather. And it just, you know, the cat runs on it and it rolls round and round. It's a giant hamster wheel, is what it is, but it's for cats. I've been thinking about getting her that, but I don't know, A, first of all, it would cost a lot, but B, how to entice her to use it. I don't know. I feel like she would just turn her nose up at it and be like, what is this? Get this away from me, human. So unfortunately, forcing her to get exercise is really not likely to work. You can't make a cat do anything. That's just how they are. But yeah, great question. Person who loves to ask those types of questions. You know who you are. Trying to be as vague as possible, but like... The question culprit strikes again. Now then, next one. Remember you got your first cat, found her on the road next day to my house. It was like, oh, okay. Well, good. Something about cats just being picked up. It's so nice hearing stories like that. Hopefully you all get a cat in your lives. Some of you are probably dog people, though. In which case, I condemn you. How dare you be a dog person? Dogs are evil. No, I'm just kidding. I've never really been a dog person, if you couldn't tell. But they're all right. Dogs are okay when they're chill. I think it's because cats are perpetually chill. That's why I like them better. But you know, animals can't help their nature. Now then, $5,000 or Space Valk 3. If I choose one, the other will be destroyed and it can't be recovered. Yeah, I would choose Space Valk 3. This is not even a choice. Like, why would I want my own creation to be destroyed beyond recovery? Like, that's so silly. Like, and the other thing is, destroyed beyond recovery. So does that mean, like, all backups all over the world are just gone? Or is it just my personal one? So does that mean the version that Turbine is currently hosting on the archive, does that one go bye-bye too? And I mean, $5,000? That's not enough. If you enticed me with a few $100 million, maybe. But again, you're asking me to kill my baby, my magnum opus, for whatever material gain that may or may not bring me. And just because, you know, you're promised a few thousand, 100,000, million, whatever, doesn't mean you're going to get it. So, like, I can't really say I would trade one for the other. That doesn't do it for me. I enjoy creating too much. And when I've sunk all this time into something, I want to see it pay off. I cannot stand having something be done halfway. In school, I would have trouble with the teachers sometimes when we would go from one assignment to the other. You know, in elementary school, how you would only have so much time for one subject and so on. And I would be, you know, mad that I would be in the middle of a worksheet or the middle of an assignment and I wouldn't get done with it. Because I wanted to see it through to completion then and there. I wanted it to be done and over with and out of the way. And what would be worse is, especially in elementary school, how we would have assignments be handouts, worksheets, things like that. And then we'd get halfway through it and the teacher would go, okay, do the rest for homework. And I'd be like, no, we were doing it. You could have just finished it and then I wouldn't have this as homework. Ugh. Painful memories. You know, it's sort of like how people with OCD will be like, these two sides are uneven. Fix it. Destroy it all. Remake it. It's a lot like that with me. Even though I don't really have like OCD or anything. But yeah, like, it's a real disappointment when I can't see something through to completion. It really is. I'm just not the sort of person to change gears very readily to go to the next project or the next idea or whatever. I know some people can't finish things, but... And I used to be that way. I used to be, especially in early Minecraft, I could not finish a project. I don't know why. But I did manage to, once I got on 2B2T, I was kind of more able to see something through to the end. I'm really not sure what changed. Just suddenly I found myself finishing projects more often. Just one of those things, I guess. I don't know. There we go. Might have to just... Oh wait, no. I know a better way. I'll line it with half slabs. Now then, thanks for the question, by the way. Okay, what mic do I use? I use a Yeti Blackout. It was $250. I bought it brand new from Best Buy. I think that was what, last Christmas? About a year ago. It's been a wonderful mic. It has served me well. I can't deny. Wonderful investment. Yeti Blackout. There's some numbers. Serial numbers, I think. Yeah, like, if you're looking to get a good microphone, that would be the one. That, at least as a beginner, I haven't found any trouble with it. It has gotten me everything that I could want and then some. So yeah, you know, go for something like that. Must go PvP, you're right. I did kill Sato, but it wasn't because I was good at PvP. I killed Sato because his internet screwed up on him. He got unlucky. It was not because I bested him. It was very much dumb luck. Come to think of it, I only ever fought him the one time. I don't know how it would have played out had I fought him again. If I had decided to fight him again. Who knows? It's a, that's a moment that we never got to play out. History will never be the same. So yeah, great question on that front. I've never been good at PvP. I don't know where people get this idea that I had. Just because I got lucky and killed 2 people with a single ender crystal that one time, that must make me an ace or some shit. I don't know. It really is funny to see people's impressions of you, like, oh, well, you did this, therefore you must be amazing. Like, I don't know where this idea that I'm not a one-trick pony comes from. But who knows? Maybe I can't see the forest for the trees on that one. Hard to say. Do I still play 2B2T? No, I do not. I'm not returning. Sorry. 2B2T is just not interesting to me anymore, and it's not fun to be on. It's not cool. Even though priority and the regular queue, from what I hear, is declining. That's just the calm before the storm. It's going to kick up again. And if you get invested, you're going to get burned. Etc., etc. The stock market does this shit every 4 years. Like clockwork. There's a low, there's a high, there's a steady ramp up to the high. You can see it coming. You can set your watch to it. 2B2T is no different. Don't be surprised when it goes up and down. Do I want those there or not? Yeah, that works. Why not? A time-lapse of Spacefile 3 being built would be the coolest thing ever. Yeah, but, like, I don't know how I would do that. There would be so much footage. There's so much left to do. I don't think a video could be made on as a time lapse. Shit. It's a really nice idea, but it's not a practical one. Not by any means. Now, I've never done a time lapse, so I wouldn't know the process by which to do one. I just know that I've done so much on stream, and I've built so much on this place that, like, there's just so much. Like, I feel like a broken record every time I say it, but ooh, excuse me. It's just not going to happen. Oh, I didn't realize this was so close to the edge. Where is this? From here. Let's put it right there. So that's what, 70 blocks? Okay. Gotta find the exact middle here. Ah. Do you think Fit ever watches my streams? No, I don't think he does. I think he would have said something to me by now if he did. I think it's more a matter of he just knows that I stream and that's it. But it's not anything more special than that. H-Sil. Let's see now. I gotta go out, what, 2 blocks? So the previous was 14, so 17. Oh. Obsidian. And then this was 70 blocks tall. Okay. Yeah, that works. Now then, cover... Actually, I could just use fill. Bingo. I love using this technique where you like hide bits of light in corners. Or a light source in a corner, I mean. Adds a dimension to a build. Wait a minute. That's a little too open. Perfect. Now then, let's see here. He's more things to do and probably busy, and 2BD doesn't have many. Yeah, I'm sure he's doing other things. I've never asked him to watch or to, you know, to worry about it. He did give me a shout out from his Discord one time. I believe that was back in the summer. He saw that I was streaming and was like, hey, everybody in my Discord, you know, Jack is streaming. That was really nice of him. But, yeah, that's about it, really. Okay, and so for this middle section, or this almost at the top section, rather. So how many blocks do I have to work with? 21, perfect. Odd numbers are great. So that means I can just put a little cap on this up here. There we go. This should allow me to just easily throw a thing on here. Why am I keep working on Space Valkyria? Like, I can tell you've never had this big creative endeavor that you started and then you want to finish. Have you ever seen or done something that just, you know, it's something cool and it's like the most amazing thing you've ever done thus far, and you have that drive to finish it? You want to see it become the most amazing thing in the world. Like, if you've never had that feeling, it's going to be hard to relate. Why am I building this base that has already long since been griefed? That's why. Like, if you have that drive to do something and to see it through to completion, you'll understand. This is my magnum opus. This is the best thing that I've done in Minecraft, like, ever. You better believe I'm gonna finish it. I don't care if I have to sit here for 100,000 more episodes or some shit. Like, I'm gonna do it. This place is gonna be amazing. I love filling it with little nooks and crannies and interesting details and things like that. It's a creative endeavor that I want to keep the ball rolling. It gives me joy and fulfillment to make. So yeah, like, why do anything? Well, it's the same answer. People enjoy making things for themselves, or making things for others, or some combination of the two. So yeah. I was thinking of becoming a marketplace creator and having nothing better to do with your life. Well, if the Minecraft marketplace works for you, go right ahead. Let's see here. What do I have planned after Space Falcon? I'm going to go to the original Space Falcon, build that up and change it and touch it up and update it. Make it look better and so on. There are a lot of things about it I would love to change and to update and to finish and so on. Let's see now. They've tried kicking him out, but he'll either come back or move to another McDonald's. What? Oh, you're talking about me. What the fuck are you talking? Very funny, J-Tov. Yes, you know, I just keep building it at McDonald's. Eventually, they'll all come to know that I'm that Space Falcon guy. They'll have to, like, make a booth specifically for me or some shit. Someday. I don't know, some dumb shit like that. Don't say that McDonald's thing too many times because someone will believe you. As sad as that is, someone will believe you. Okay. Now, how many bands can I get away with? Not that many. It's a little better. It's a little thick in the middle, but I think I can make it work. Now then, time to punch this entire segment out to kind of fill it in. This will give a sort of dimpled indentation. Join it in like that. There we go. Now then. You mean it's not true? Yes, it's not true. Like, I live in a house like everybody else. But currently my job is apparently this now. I'm trying to be a streamer, content creator now. So, you know, I'm working away at it. Can't say I'm terribly successful yet, but, you know, every day's a new day. Oh, and that reminds me, speaking of, I will have started streaming this thing for 1 full year in December, which is only next month. So I was starting to wonder if I should maybe pump up the number of episodes that I've made thus far. And in doing so, I was hoping to get the number of episodes of Space Valkyria 3. I was hoping to get that up to 100 on the anniversary of me starting streaming. And then at that point, I can make my sort of a... like a display vid or a video just showing off everything that I've done in the last year. You know, how far we've come kind of affair. I was thinking of doing that. This is 1 year's progress, you know, etc., etc. And posting that somewhere. Maybe it can get some traction, who knows. So yeah, look forward to that. There will be a nice little summation video of all the crazy things I've done. All the buildings, everything. It's going to be a nice little show-off piece. It will be set to some good classical music. I posted a... can't quite call it a summary, but you know, another show-off piece, like what I'm talking about. I posted that, I want to say that was last November. And I tried entering this thing in a building contest. I didn't get any traction, which is really sad, but oh well. Barely anyone saw it, but a few people on Twitter did see my... obviously this was after the fact, but they did see me showing off this place. And I set that piece to a really nice classical music bit. So, you know, I might do that again, but obviously I have a better PC this time around. A lot of people said that I shot that one on a toaster, and to be fair, I did, so, you know. Things will be different. Should be interesting. So yeah, look forward to that. Someone should hire me as a Minecraft architect or interior designer. Like everybody says stuff like that, but real interior design and other things like that, architecture, those are totally separate from how it is in Minecraft. Like, you can't expect someone who only does this game to be able to like do the same level of quality in a real life building. Oh. Ah, Twin Kind, thank you for subscribing, man. But yeah, it's that it would be a huge difference if I leapt to real life designing. I'm sure I could learn, don't get me wrong, just that having the chops in a game isn't quite the same as having the chops in a real life profession. Don't get me wrong, I could definitely pick it up. I could learn. But, you know, quality of work in a real life building would not be the same as how it would look in Minecraft. Principles of design in Minecraft are totally different. Just because you're dimensionally, not dimensionally, but proportions are locked into one block, you know, 1 meter cube chunks. And it's really difficult to find a block that's smaller than a meter cube and like really make a believable living space. There's an art to it, sure, but it's different than having like access to real furniture and like all the things that a real life house would have. Totally separate ideas. So yeah, thanks for the confidence. Like, I appreciate it, but I know for a fact the two are not equal. You can't compare the one to the other. Minecraft and real life stuff just don't mix. But it is what it is. Yeah. So yeah, it's no big deal really. Ooh, excuse me. Now then, next question. Reddit or Discord? I'd have to go with Discord, just because Reddit has so many people on there. And like, I've talked about the Reddit mentality before, how it's like least common denominator, sheep herd mentality. Like, Reddit has cultivated that status for a very long time now. God, when did Reddit start? Wasn't it like 2008, 2009? And so ever since then, yeah, that's just been the norm. Like, no thank you. I stay away from Reddit as much as I can. Unless it's just absolutely necessary for something. Yeah. And like, can you blame me? I know a lot of people on Reddit who would rather stay away from Reddit but can't. Like they're tied at the hip to the place or something. So, you know, to each their own. But I prefer Discord because you can actually, depending on the Discord you end up in, you can actually find some pretty cool people who have good, decent level of understanding. Who aren't asshats or cynical or arrogant or something like that. Now, obviously, you can find bad Discords too, don't get me wrong. But the number of good Reddits are outweighed by the number of bad Reddits. And likewise, the number of good Discords outweigh, at least for now, the number of bad Discords. And I know there's a big push for things like the Reddit mentality for Discord and other things. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That's all I can say. Like, good luck. We're all gonna need it. Whoops. I can't imagine what that's gonna look like. That's gonna be kind of a dark future. But you know, people like talking and being people. You know, you can't really force people to be... That herd mentality only lasts so long. I feel like people are very... You know, people will go their own direction eventually. And Discord, at the very least for now, still encourages that. There we go. Alright. I'm going to cheat and just copy this. Okay. Apparently there are stashes. 400k. Oh, okay. 2B2T stuff. I got it. There we go. Let's go right here. Now then. All right. Next question. Best Minecraft mob. That's a tough one. I feel like the villager wins. As annoying and troublesome as it is to deal with villagers, they just offer so much. They do so much for you. How can you not, you know, want to take advantage of that? Villagers are, for now, one of the best mobs. If that changes in the future, you know, my opinion will change. But for now, I would say villagers, just because, like, despite the usefulness of things like the Iron Golem, the Piglin, or rather the Zombie Piglin, not the Piglin, but the Zombie Piglin, you can do so much. Villagers offer the most widest array of things that, even though the Zombie Piglin and the Piglin give you different things, you know, gold and infinite blackstone, quartz, gravel, string, you know, you can get these things infinitely from piglin bartering or zombie piglin farms, but like the most quality of life stuff you get from villagers. Diamond armor and equipment. Like that's literally the easiest way to get diamond gear, is just from a villager. And it's really hard to top that. It's really, really hard to make a villager feel better or worse than literally anything else in the game. Just because villagers give so much. I mean, you can buy literal redstone and lapis and so much. Like if they sold gunpowder, which I don't think Mojang will ever do that, but if on the off chance that, you know, villagers ever sell gunpowder, they'd be the perfect mob. They would be just absolute perfection. And the only reason I say Mojang probably won't do that is just because, well, would there be a need for any other farms? Witch farms would be worthless. Creeper farms would be worthless. Who knows what else? Like, the only other farm that would be of any value would be, I guess, Iron Golem farms. So yeah, it's a tough act to beat, the villager. I couldn't really see the villager getting bested just because of how useful they are. But who knows, maybe Mojang will make a even more OP, crazy, you know, something. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, good question. Close second, however, would have to be the Iron Golem. Just because you can farm them so effortlessly and they give you so much. Oh, free iron is infinite emeralds and a free beacon material for a beacon base. Like, that alone cannot be understated. Because could you imagine if Iron Golems didn't drop enough iron to make it worth your while? How troubling would it be to cobble together all the goodies necessary to make a beacon base? Like, I guess you could make a piglin farm, zombie piglin farm, and get gold and do it that way. But an Iron Golem farm is just so much better. The only reason I say that is because I know Mojang has attacked Iron Golem farms in the past. They really don't like stuff like that, do they? Mojang is very weird that way. I don't think they understand why that is good for the game. People want to be able to get items for the hard work of setting up the mechanism or something, and then going from there. Actually, I think these free hanging I'll turn to here. Perfect. So yeah, in another news, Gemnabon, or Nemnabon, I forget how he says his name, he's German. He recently got into Mojang, funny enough. He's a very prominent redstone engineer type person who actually knows what he's fucking doing in Minecraft. And so that's a good thing. That fills me with a lot of hope that Mojang, you know, some of their dumber ideas will maybe be shelved in favor of things that Gemnabon might put out. I'm not going to go as far as to say Minecraft is saved and that everything is A-okay and you can all just, you know, forget about it, but, you know. Oh, hi, Manoma. I didn't see you there. Okay, let's see. That's looking good for a top. Now for this middle section. I would love for the obsidian to go all the way down. But I feel like that would... Well, first of all, yeah, that would conflict with this building here. Can't do that. Gotta make it sort of curve up. I gotta make it make sense how it curves up. Whatever support structures I give to this building have to both make sense and not interfere with the building right next to it. How the hell did you have the balls to build this on 2B2T? Was I not scared? No, I was not scared. Why would I have been scared? Are you telling me you would have been scared? What's there to be scared about? Like, yeah, I didn't want it to be found and griefed, sure. But like, so what? I mean, I ended up building this thing in secret twice. Like, I got one over on Nerds Inc. Because they had no clue I had even done this twice. Like, that's pretty fucking cool. Now, I'm sad I didn't get to finish it, but at the same time, I've said this before, I don't think it would have been possible to finish on 2B2T. So who knows? Maybe when this is finished and 2B2T has updated to whatever the fuck version that will be, you want to have, because obviously when this is finished, I'm going to release the world download. Okay, well, when that happens, I don't know, go build it there with schematica and all that shit. Get the materials up, get a team, because you'll need it. You will need a team. And then just put this thing together. Just do it. And if you do, shitpost at it on Discord or on Twitter or wherever. And I'll see it. You know, if it's genuinely on 2B2T, obviously make it a secret. Don't tell people you're doing this. Keep it reasonably, you know, hush hush. But if you somehow manage to make this thing on 2B2T years later, fully and completely as it is, you know, when I'm done, more power to you. If you can do that, my hat's off to you. If you can somehow keep it a secret long enough to not have it, first to finish it, and then to have it all not get thrown to pieces, blown to pieces, figured out, found out, whatever. Because I guess by then, chunk trails will probably be patched as well. And that's really kind of the biggest strike against a base like this, is just chunk trails. Chunk trails will undo everything. You will never be able to make something like this without chunk trails being your undoing. That's another big reason why I don't feel like playing 2B2T. It's filled with problems like chunk trail finding and things like that. Shit. I would love nothing more for there to be no exploits of that nature. But unfortunately, griefing and things of that nature have become so, you know, secret finding has become so machine focused, so machine learning run and driven. Like, we humans are going to be out of the running when it comes to keeping shit secret. You're never going to be able to keep a secret for longer than 6 months on 2B2T. And that basically dooms any long-term project. You'll always be found out before you can finish. And it really kills the fun. There's no point in trying because you know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, you will be found out before you finish. Back then, when I was building this thing, that was not a guarantee. That's the big difference, is the machine learning, no-com exploit shit. That was not... Actually, I should use quartz pillars. That was not the norm. And so you could get away with, you know, large-scale builds because nobody was going to be able to use something like that until it came out, until that happened. But yeah, no comms is like the death of player secrecy. And not just because it happened, but because of what it represents. You're never going to have a secret on a place like 2B2T again, because there's just going to be another machine learning focused thing that will brute force and figure out everything under the sun. And yeah, that's going to kill the mystery. It really is. People don't seem to be aware of this. They're going to get a rude awakening. The inability for people to hide and make things stick on 2B2T. That's going to be a huge motivation killer. Nobody's going to want to make the next Niflheim or Space Valk 3 or Aureus or whatever. Because you're going to get found out through machine learning. And it's always going to be through an avenue you had no means of defending against. Be it a bug, an exploit, a faulty patch. Things of that nature. And so, you know, people like the Fifth Column are proof of things like that. It really is a new world, a brave new world, as it is. And it's not being in a brave new world is not a good thing. Because a brave new world is when all the power is redrawn, all the lines and familiarities are shuffled up and shaken up. Things that were once common sense go out the window. Being in a brave new world is not a good scenario. That's generally a lot of suffering happens in times like that. So yeah, you don't want to live in a brave new world. There's an old Chinese curse that goes something to the effect of, I hope you live in interesting times. And the reason it's a curse is because interesting times is usually in reference to war, turmoil, famine, drought, you know, things like that. It's not good. And, yeah. That's kind of what will become with Minecraft. So who knows? We'll see. Time will tell. Okay. Now how to best... How does this look? That's not bad. Jack therippa, if I joined Hermitcraft. I don't know, Hermitcraft, that's not really my cup of tea. I wouldn't fit in there. The guys who do Hermitcraft are cool and all, I'd be flattered, but I really don't think that A, I would be a terribly good fit for what they are trying to achieve, and B, like they're just not my cup of tea. They're cool guys when I watch them. They do a lot of interesting things. There are a lot of great builders on there, obviously. But again, they're just not my cup of tea. So I don't know. Let me take a drink real here. Off-topic question from Poncho Hamster. When do I plan on killing a wither? Ooh. I haven't really thought about it, just because getting skulls is going to be a huge problem. I do at least want to try making a few withers to, like, just get, I don't know, 5 maybe beacons, just to have a central sort of line of beacon power running through the base. I really don't want to have to make another Wither Skeletons farm. I could if I really absolutely want to. I could do it. But I don't know. Wither skeleton farms are the most time-consuming, one way or the other. I might just do, because I already did a blow up the Nether version. So instead, for this next one, I might just do slab off most of the stronghold, that version. It's hard to say, really. Okay. I'm liking this so far. Now let's put something in here, because this is just a giant obsidian cylinder, and like, oh, well, there we go, right there. We'll do little accentuation pieces like that, only much larger. But how much room do I have to work with? The glass up here is a bit of a problem as well. So what, this was what, 70? I think was, yeah, 70 blocks. 71, okay. Well, that's an odd number. That's not terrible. So from here, what about every other block? If I do every other block, maybe? No, it still ends up having to be right there. Maybe every 2 blocks. There to there. 1, 2. Ah, okay, good. So that does stagger it out of the way. Okay. That definitely works. Where is my white glass? Okay, so I don't need... Or, well, actually, I do need that. So now, stack without air. I don't know, 12? Whoops. Gotta be a space. 12 times. So that's not quite far down enough. No, 15's not good enough. What about 20? Still not quite there. 22? It's close. About 25. Ah, okay, so that gets us just under. So 25, 24, so 23. So I can stack that 23. Okay, cool. Now I'm free to make it as wild and large as I wish. I could even use the stairs here to sort of support it. I'll see how that looks if I just want solid fin or what. Okay, so Jack, listen to this. What if I were to spawn withers into a bedrock cage hidden in the ground or something? Then I can name the withers. When I go near the wither, it shows a cool name. Yeah, I've thought of something like that, sure. Problem is, they'd have to be very far apart because boss bars will stack or they will get all jumbled up with each other. So, like, while that is a good idea, it requires really careful execution. So I don't know. What would I even name it? Like the names of districts? Like over here, it would be what? The arts district. And then over here would be the, I don't know, public district. And then over there would be maybe the factory district. Something like that. Boss bar stacking, that is the dumb part. Yeah, I know. So, like, I don't know how it would end up. Maybe. Maybe not. I'll test it someday. Yeah. I'll give it a shot. It's not a bad idea, Ushir. It really isn't. Just that it's so difficult to tell how that will turn out. 5. What if I just made it grow? 6, so this is what? 7? Oh yeah, how many fins do I have to work with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. So I've got 24 fins to work with. That's not terrible. Could do it in patches of, so that's what, 24 divided by 4 is what? 6? So I could do segments of 6 fins. And then maybe have like a repeating pattern. Something like that. So that one goes that way. And then this one maybe goes this way to meet it. Something like that. Two, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 again. Actually, oh, nope. Oh, wait. 2, 3, 4. Oh. There we go. I knew my math was off in a way. 2, 2, 3. Oh, shit. There we go. That makes it a little bit more uniform, sort of like a gentle wave. Let me go over this way. Sort of look at it from that direction. I kind of like that. Not terrible. Name the district words that are Latin. Also not a terrible idea. Okay, you're going to go to sleep now. Well, take care, Sky. And I'm going to mull over what to do with these fins here in a minute. And I'm going to... one final question. Any favorite texture pack other than the default and the programmer's art? Which really kind of don't count. I know what a texture pack is in this instance. My favorite texture pack years and years ago was Misa's realistic texture pack. Misa's was really cool. It kind of died in 1.7. The person programming it or maintaining it, they quit. Yeah, about that time. And so it has just kind of remained a somewhat fan-run texture pack. And it got so popular that it even ended up getting some minor mod support for like Industrial Craft and some other mods that were famous back in the day. Nowadays, I've heard tell that the person making Misa's is back, or is at least doing something about it. There was just something about Misa's realistic texture pack. It was just so interesting. It was exotic enough. It wasn't like ugly for a realistic texture pack. It's just something unique. It was cool. I liked it. It's a real shame that it went kind of belly up. But you know, what can you do? I mean, some people stop having the ability to support and maintain whatever it is that they were working on. It's just one of those things, you know. Oh, welcome. Thank you, Static. Thank you for donating, man. I didn't expect that. Love the stream. Hope I'm doing well. Yes, I am. You do well too. Or I hope you're doing well too. Sorry. Keep getting these upside down. Ghost mode my way. That's not too bad either. I like that. Don't you guys like that? Oh, hey, Osmobite. See you guys. Is there a community Discord beside that? Peace out. Yeah, there's a Discord in my... It's in the description, actually. So, yeah. I'm thinking that's about where I'm going to end it off, too. I really liked making this building. It's going to be interesting. Alright, well. That's going to do it for me for today. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you all for those who donated and subbed. I will catch you all some other time. Peace. Stay safe. Have a good night. Woo.